Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaeto and today I'm going to be doing the authortube newbie tag. So if you don't know me, I've had a YouTube channel since I was 13 and I've gone through maybe every single phase you could ever have possibly gone through on this channel. But now, a few months ago, I announced that I was writing a book to the world and I've dropped a few writing videos here and there. But right now I'm officially joining authortube. This is my official introduction video, so I really hope you enjoy it. By the way, I have a newsletter, a free newsletter that you can sign up to. The link will be in the description below, and it's basically just this YouTube channel, but in like little newsletter forms. So if you're a writer and you want to know more about the writing process going from your first draft to being published, then you should sign up to the newsletter. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first question is, how did I find out about authortube? And literally, I found out about authortube because when I have an interest in anything, it's not just like a base level interest. Like I will deep dive, I will become deeply obsessed with it. So when I started like reading again properly at the start of the year, I started watching a lot more booktubers. And then when I decided I was going to publish my book, I started like researching things. Like I love a good research. Like I love a good like deep research into topics that like I don't need to be deeply researching. But I started watching a lot more like videos related to books and writing books, and then I stumbled across authortube and realized there was this whole side and whole world of YouTube that I'd never heard of before and that I should be joining. Do you know what I mean? So here I am. The second question is, when did I start writing? I started writing, I mean, I've always written, like it's always been kind of like when I was younger, anyway, like I'm talking primary school by the way, writing was always kind of my thing. Like I used to write short stories like for my family to read. I would illustrate them myself, like I thought I was Jacqueline Wilson. But I stopped reading and writing once I got to secondary school because it wasn't cool. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't cool. Reading and writing wasn't cool. But this novel, my debut novel, which I'm hoping self-published next year, I started writing it when I was 16, but in those first 2 years, I probably only wrote like 6 chapters. It was really this year that I was like, oh my gosh, I was doing that thing. Let me finish doing it and I want to publish it. So I probably started writing this year, but I started writing the novel when I was 16. The third question is, what genres do I write? Wait guys. This is a sneak peek to another video. You'll also see this on the newsletter if you're signed up to the newsletter. But look at the novel. Look at this. This isn't the real front cover, but my friend slash TikToker Alice Blue, she drew this cover for me because I wanted to print out the third draft. But yeah, this is the third draft. I've been making notes in it. I made all of my notes in it, all of my beta readers. So yeah, this is sneak peeks to other videos. This is sneak peek to other videos. But you should come back. But anyway, this novel is a young adult romance, my debut novel and the one I'm hoping to publish next year. But I'm also like, I say planning, but I currently have ideas for a young adult fantasy novel, and not like a romance either, like an actual like fantasy with this whole world, and it's like quite unique. So I'm really like, I want to write it before someone else does. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want anyone else to write this idea. I want to write it. I have this idea for like a fantasy series, but that's literally so far into the future because this first novel has so much of its story left to tell anyway. But yeah, so fantasy and romance are the genres. The next question is, am I self-published, traditionally published or unpublished? I'm currently unpublished. I was actually planning to query this novel. Like I have a whole list of agents that I was going to query to be traditionally published. If you don't know what that is, I'll literally be making a video on it. Don't worry guys, like I always say I'll make a video, then I never make a video, but I mean it this time. I'm making the videos, so you should subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, I had a whole list of agents that I was going to query. My query letter is written. I even sent a few of them out because I put the list from like my favorite agents to my least favorite agents. So I sent like emails to maybe like 3 or 4 of my least favorite agents in like September. Mind you, the third draft of the novel wasn't even complete, and I'm writing a 4th draft, and I will probably write a 5th draft as well. But I just wanted to send it out like for the bets. Like I just wanted to see what would happen, just test the waters a bit, like get over the fear of sending them out. So I did, but recently I decided that I don't want to traditionally publish anymore. I now want to self-publish because, well, for a lot of reasons. Again, I will have a whole video on it, like literally a video coming in a few weeks about my whole self-publishing plan. You know what, that might even be my next video. I don't know. Yeah, I now want to self-publish and I'm really excited for the self-publishing journey. So that whole list of agents, and I spent hours compiling that list, mind you, but that's going in the bin. It's going in the bin. Maybe. I might query the next book, but this one is a self-publishing thing because I want it to be out. Like, I want the book to be out next year. It will be out next year. But traditionally publishing this book, it would be out in maybe, I don't know, 4 years maybe. It would probably be like 3-4 years, and I don't have the patience for that. The next question, however, is who is my dream agent? And I think when I had the list, the main thing I was looking for with agents are agents that work with book to film or book to TV adaptations, because I can really see this book becoming a TV show or becoming a film. So most of my agents, I was looking at that. I was looking at other authors they worked with. I was looking at genres they work in, obviously. And I think like my top ones were Madeline Milburn, which are a British agency, also CAA, I think. I can check, I just don't want to. That doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm not going to traditionally publish, not this novel anyway, but definitely when it's published, and if I'm still thinking about film to TV adaptations, then I'll be looking at those agents, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The next question is, am I a plotter or a pantser? So a plotter is someone who like plots the book. Not me explaining basic English words. A plotter is someone who like plots the book, and a pantser is someone who just writes, it just goes with the flow. They don't know what's gonna happen next, they just start writing. I would say I'm a mix. I definitely am a plotter. Like when I first got the idea for this book, it was literally in the car ride home from Christmas. I plotted it out chapter by chapter. The book looks nothing like that now, which is why I say I'm a bit of both, because I'll be writing, I'll just write like, oh, this is what's going to happen in this chapter, but I don't really think it out, you know what I mean? So I just write what I feel in that moment, but I kind of have an idea of what I want to write and like the direction the story's going in. But then a lot of that changes. I decide that this chapter, like, been there, done that, it's repetitive, don't like that, I'll add a new chapter in instead. When I was writing, I started adding in new characters. There are new characters that were never supposed to be in the book. Things change a lot, so I'd say I'm both. Like, I'm a plotter and I'm a pantser. I can never just write and not know where the story's going. That even just stresses me out. But yeah, I'm definitely a mix of both. The next question is, what tense do I like to write in? I'm currently writing in first person past tense for this novel. My next novel will probably be the same, first person past tense, or maybe first person present tense. I just don't really like reading present tense books. Like, and most books are present tense, so I do read it because I have to, but I don't know, there's something about present tense that irks me. It's like, are they reading someone say, I say? Like, they'll be like, close the door, I say. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't like that. Like, something about that I don't like present tense. So yeah, I'm writing in past tense, but it is a bit difficult. Some things I write in present tense. Like, it's hard to like make people, like, engross people in the action when you're writing in past tense, because you're saying it like it's already happened, but there's ways around it. So I'm writing in past tense, but as in it's happening right now. Like, you're still with the narrator as it's happening, but like it's past tense. So I'm saying said instead of say. Like, close the door, I said, instead of I say, because I don't like that. The next question is, what content can you expect from my channel? Content you can expect, definitely expect Write With Me vlogs. You can literally expect anything and everything related to writing. Like, you're literally going to be following me from my journey of finishing this book properly to self-publishing. So you can expect all of the behind the scenes in that. You can expect writing vlogs. You can expect my planning, just the process, really. Like, expect everything and anything. There's no limits. I also will probably make random videos anyway, because I'm still a med student in med school, and sometimes I just like to vlog med school. Sometimes it motivates me to still want to be there, because actually, never mind. One of my favorite writing YouTubers, who's like, her channel's growing so fast. I've literally been watching her like since her like very few first videos. Brielle writes. If you like her content, you'll like my content, because I'm gonna be copying her. Basically is what I'm saying. Thank you, Brielle. Question 9 is, what was the first story I ever wrote? I don't remember, I'll be so honest with you. Yeah, I'll be so honest with you. I remember, like, I don't know why I have this vivid memory of writing a story about a girl who picked flowers for her family. This was like a picture book when I was like maybe 9, maybe younger, probably like 6, probably 6. Yeah, that was like one of my first few stories. But this book, The Tide Always Comes Back, is actually my real first story. So exciting. Question 10 is, what do I look for inspiration? It's actually which authors do I look for inspiration, but honestly there's not a single author. I pick inspiration from every book I've read, really. If I see a line and I like it, I'll write it down and I'll somehow find a way to weave it into my story. Especially song lyrics. Song lyrics are some of the most beautiful things. I think people forget that like song lyrics are literally poetry. Like, it's literally poetry with a melody in the background. I just love songs, and music is one of my biggest inspirations for writing. But yeah, I get inspiration mainly from my own life. Like, this book is very synonymous with my real life. A lot of the characters, a lot of the like settings and places and things like that. The sun is rapidly setting. I'm so sorry if the lighting's messed up. I don't know why the sun's setting like this. But anyway. So the next question is, do I schedule my writing sessions or do I just write whenever I feel like it? And the answer is both. It's not both. I write whenever I feel like it. I feel like that's the reason why I only wrote like maybe 5 chapters in the first 2 years of me writing this book, because I would just write whenever I felt like it and whenever I had time, which was never. It was only really this summer where I did finishing my book in 30 days challenge, where I really started writing just as much as I could. But again, it was whenever I could and whenever I felt like it. It wasn't scheduled. When I go back to uni in January, I have exams in February and I also have exams in April and May, and I need to pass those exams because I can't fail. Like, I can't fail. So I'm going to have to schedule my writing because I gave myself my own deadline. I need to finish this book by June so I can send it to my developmental editor and then send it to my copy editor by the end of July. So I want to finish the draft by the start of June and finish like the next draft by the end of July and then send it to my copy editor, which is, it's a tight deadline considering I'm rewriting a lot of this book. Again, it will be broken down in future videos to come. I am gonna have to start scheduling writing sessions. I'll probably schedule it in the morning, but I don't ever stick to my schedules ever. Like, I make them. I'm so good at making schedules. If you ever need someone to make a schedule for you, I'm right here because I can do that. Call me ChatGPT. Call me AI. What's that scheduling one? I get ads for this one scheduling thing every single time I watch YouTube. There's this one like scheduling ad that I get. Call me that, because I can make a schedule. I can't stick to it, but I can definitely make it. The next question is, do I like to type my books? Do I write by hand or do I mix? I type. I mainly type. I use Google Docs. I just love Google Docs. It's not the best for, it's actually terrible for formatting. Terrible. Don't ever even try to format your book in Google Docs. But for writing it, I love it. I love the comments feature. I love how it saves automatically because, trust me, I'm the type to forget to save things. So yeah, I love to type. Everything I think goes into Google Docs. But obviously, I just printed out this third draft like a few weeks ago, like at the start of December, and I've been making like written notes. No spoilers. Making written notes and then highlighting like things that my beta readers highlighted. I've been highlighting them in my book because I'm rewriting a lot of it and I want to keep the lines that people like. Like, I don't want to get rid of the things that were good. Do you know what I mean? I just want to get rid of all of the waffle because I tend to waffle a lot. So yeah, working on that. So yeah, I guess right now I'm mixing because I'm writing a lot of my notes in here. But even then, I elaborate on the notes, like even on my notes app in my phone. I'm just a typer. I'm a typer. I like digital things. I'm a digital girl. The next question is, where do I write? And I don't actually know if this means like what platform or like where physically in the real world, but platform, Google Docs, as I just said. Where I write in the real world is anywhere I can, mainly in my bedroom or in my bed because that's where I am most of the time. I don't really write in libraries and stuff because I get too distracted, cafes, but I think I might start doing that when I go back to uni coming up, because if I'm scheduling it into my day, I need to find a way to like make it feel like a part of my day. So maybe, and there's loads of cafes near where I live, so maybe I'll find a cafe call it my cafe and just get to writing. And finally, the last question is, what am I most looking forward to in authortube? I've been on AuthorTalk for a little while now. I don't know if I said that at the beginning or not, because this is actually the second time I filmed this video, because for some reason the first one just decided not to save. But anyway, I'm not complaining. What I'm most looking forward to is just building a community. Like, I love Book Talk, AuthorTalk, because there's so many other like indie authors and people who love books, and the community on there is just so nice. So I'm excited to hopefully build a community like that over on YouTube. I've already kind of started that because I post my TikToks to my shorts, to my YouTube shorts, and the community I fostered on there, like there are commenters that comment every single time. Like, I know who you are, book lover, you have a few numbers after your username which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I love you dearly. All the people that like just comment and interact, and all of my moots, like, and all of my mutuals, I love you guys. I do, truly, I actually do. Like, this is a parasocial relationship, and I love you. So I'm really excited I'm really looking forward to that, like building a community, but also just publishing the book, like just, I don't know, just publishing it and documenting it all on here. It's gonna be so exciting. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited too to see me do it. Again, if you are, make sure you subscribe to this channel because there will be a lot more writing content to come. Also follow my social medias. I'm at Kaeto Valentina on absolutely everything, and make sure you do sign up to my newsletter. The link is below. Make sure you sign up because it's free and it's fun, and everything you'll see on YouTube, you will see more on the newsletter, and you'll even see it before people see it on YouTube. So yeah, get excited. It's me inching more and more to the right so the sun can still be on me. Yikes! So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, comment below the tea emoji or the coffee emoji, like, you know, that little, I'll put it on the screen. Comment that emoji, and also tell me if you're a writer and what social media platforms you're on. Let's build a family. Tell me about your work in progress. Tell me about what you're doing.